Welcome back everybody, Todd here. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to keep moving forward with this build series on Laura's 2024 Honda NX500. And today we're going to be tackling the handguards. We purchased some OEM handguards to put on the bike, really just to give her good wind protection so that when we're out there on the road touring and it's cold out, because we're planning to do some riding here after the first of the year, just some dirt road riding in the country, but getting those handguards on will be an important part of cold weather riding for sure. So come on with us today and we're going to tackle that part of the build. Okay, we're over here at the workbench. Here's the parts that came in the kit. I'll go ahead and pull all that hardware out of those bags. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Just laying out the directions here. You can see there's your parts diagram. I've pulled all the parts out. We've got all the matching parts, so that's half the battle, is starting out with all the right stuff. Okay, we've gotten organized and I think we're ready to go. So just kind of look at it quick. There's the right side, which is your brake side. According to the directions, they're calling out right as being the brake side. So that's how it's going to go on. Really what you're basically doing is you're going to drop that bolt out of there that holds the lever on. Then they've supplied you with the bolt right here. That bolt's going to drop in the top of that. Then if you flip that over, there's a washer that's affixed to it. So you're going to reuse that nut on the bottom. So the only thing you're going to want to do before you swap those bolts out is we're going to want to grease that. So we're going to take a minute to go to the bench, grease that, and we'll be back to swap it out. We'll show you how we made out. Okay, we successfully installed one. Looks pretty good. So again, this is the easy one. It just comes right over the top. Very easy to drop that bolt out of there, pull the nut off. You're going to reuse the nut in the back, and we'll do a walk around at the end, but yeah, looks nice with the bike. If you kind of look at bike one side with the handguards and the other side without, yeah, you certainly, when you get into colder temperatures like that, or if you're going to be pounding a lot of miles in the rain and what have you for touring, those will come in nice. We're over here on the clutch side, and to this point all we've done is remove the mirror. We're working here on the left side, or the clutch side, and the first step of that process is, again, pull the mirror off. And then in the process of doing that, once you've got that off, you're going to pull the bolt out of there and the nut, and then you're going to replace that with the nut that the bolt that they're supplying. You're going to go ahead and throw a little grease on the sleeve there, and we're going to install that back in. We're breaking this loose. This is the OEM one that's on there. So step here is to just pull that out of there. So we've taken the OEM bolt out of the top and we're replacing it with the bolt that was supplied. We've got the handguard in place. It's connected down there on the bottom. It's left loose so that you can get the bracket on that kind of comes over the top here. And looks like the next step is going to be to remove this top bolt here and replace it. We have replaced the bolt that goes in there with the longer bolt that was supplied. There's this bracket that goes on. You can see that bracket comes over the top. Right there's where your mirror goes. Then that kind of tumbles over the top of your lever, and there's a bolt that drops through and pins it there. So pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and put the mirror back on now, get this all adjusted for where we want it, and then start tightening things back up. And there it is. It's a wrap. We've got both of them on. I'm pretty pleased with the way it looks. Laura's pleased. Are you pleased?
I like it.
Definitely matches the rest of the bike well. So we may have spent a little bit more money by going with the OEM, but it certainly is an identical match to all the fairing parts, so that's a good thing. So there we are from behind. Definitely gives you some good wind protection. You know, it's not made for going and beating a bush. You know, it's not like you need bark busters if you're not leaving the pavement. If you're not going to really leave a dirt road, it's not as critical. Again, you can see how well that matches the fairing. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. I really appreciate you tagging along. Look, I know that this isn't a great big build where we're putting a new cam in and stuff like that, but it's fun for us. You know, we're tweaking this bike to make it what Laura wants, to be comfortable for touring and things that we're able to do in the off season here. You know, again, it's Michigan, it's December, it's cold outside. These are the kinds of things that you can do during the winter time to stay connected to your motorcycle and the sport. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. Again, we still have boxes of parts to go on this bike yet. So again, thanks a lot, and hey, hope to see you on the next one.